Hi everyone, I'm back today with these two flower arrangements that I made. I'm going to show you how to make the one on the right with the spider webs all over it. I spent about $15 on the components for both of them at Michael's and mostly at Dollar Tree. And so let's get started and I'll show you how I did it. I have my vase that I bought from Dollar Tree for $1, and I have my Spanish moss also from Dollar Tree for $1. And I've already opened my moss for different projects, so you just take it and grab some clumps. It's gonna make a mess, so make sure you do it on a surface that you don't mind cleaning up. And then you just start jamming it in there. I have some scissors that make a good poker. So you're gonna want it in there, not super tight, but fairly tight. Like this right now would be too loose, because when you stick your flowers in, they're gonna push it down a little bit. So let's see, a little bit more would be pretty good. And you can also take your scissors if you're having like a hard time separating it and just make a little cut. Okay, I think that's pretty good. I like the depth that my flowers sit at when I poke them in, so that's good. I think that's enough Spanish moss for right now. So now I will go ahead and put in my flowers. Now these were $1 each from Dollar Tree, these bunches. I think I took a few of the roses off for my other flower arrangement that I did earlier. I think this guy is gonna get cut because he's too long right there. So I'm just gonna take that out. And these are wire stems, so they're kind of a little difficult to cut by themselves. You can't cut through them with scissors. So what I've been doing is just kind of cutting through the plastic part. And that makes a tiny little notch right there in the plastic, if you can see. And then I'll just kind of bend it back and forth until it snaps off. And now I have this guy separated. Probably be easier if I had them all separated, but I'm not going to do that. Try to poke this down a little bit lower than the other set. And then I can poke this guy back in. I don't know. Not sure what I think about this. I think I'm gonna turn off the camera and play with it a little bit more, and we'll see what I come up with. I'll be right back. Okay, I am somewhat happy with the arrangement, with how it is now. And the next step is to go back to your Spanish moss, and then you're just going to want to start poking it down inside to fill in the top part there. Okay, so there's our moss, just filling up the vase so that you can't see the ugly stems. And now you pretty much have to do your arrangement all over again to get it how you like it. But it is a little bit sturdier now that it's got all the Spanish moss tucked in there. Not too bad, I can live with that. And another thing that you can do is take your little bits of Spanish moss, like a nice long little string of it there, and you just tuck it in the top and let it kind of hang over artistically. And of course, if you use higher quality flowers than these Dollar Tree flowers, your arrangement will probably look a lot better because it won't be all squished and distorted like these. But personally, I don't really mind. Real flowers aren't perfect, so I don't mind. But these aren't perfect. Get a little bit more just for the edge. There we go. I know it's hard to see what's really going on with the whole thing since it's up close to the camera. I really need a different setup for doing this, but I don't have a lot of room to work with right now. So I'm going to take these little sparkly spiders and I'm going to hot glue them on the vase. I was going to put some ribbon on there, but I thought that just kind of, I don't know, I just wasn't really happy with the way that it looked. So I'm going to put some spiders on here. I have my spiders glued on to my beautiful little arrangement here. And the next step is to take your spider web. This is from Michaels, but it's cheaper at Dollar Tree. And just, you don't need very much at all, just a little pinch here. Because a little bit, you probably know, goes a really, really, really long way. I think we're gonna need to do a little snip snip. There, this is all the spider web I have. And that should be plenty. So now I can just pull it apart, little tiny, tiny strand, and that will stick to it really nicely. And just kind of drape it around there. And you can kind of spread it apart to get more coverage with it. That is the finished product. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial, and if you make your own spider covered flower arrangement, I would love to see it, so let me see it. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed it, please like the video and subscribe to my channel.